First up.
Got a few days left before Forden makes his proclamation, but remember, one way or another, this ends with us facing off against Louise. Can't waste any time. Indeed, perhaps we should clear the monsters running rampant in the desert. Would seem bounties are available at the recruitment center again as well.
Oh, yeah?
Recruitment center? Won't it be a problem if someone there spots a few new recruits who are supposed to be, you know, dead? After a debacle of that scale, I doubt anyone there would be particularly concerned or idle enough to even notice. Should anyone press you on the topic, merely mention my name. Tutorials operation, waiting for Forden to make a move. While waiting for Forden to make his move, you can go meet various people, spend time with your allies, and prepare for the battle against Louise. Accepting requests from townspeople may open up more locations in the city. Always be ready to lend a helping hand. You can exit the city via Tradia Gate on Sunlumio Street.
Well then.
I hear a voice. Having obtained the Follower's Echo's ability from Gallica, you'll now periodically hear your followers' voices. Spending time with your followers will in turn increase the support they give you. If you happen to sense their voice, seek them out. Okay, so we can strengthen our social bonds, basically. Confidants, or whatever they call them in this game, followers. Access the follower menu with, or via the main menu to select a follower and travel to meet with them immediately. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Go Capital Grand Trad. Memorandum. Okay, we need to save.
What now?
We're gonna have to start saving over the older files. I mean, we've already been doing that, but it was all like beginning. We're going back. Save complete. Alright, so we just finished the cathedral. We're back. Separate day, obviously, for us. I guess we should do some stuff around town. What did she have to say? So boring just waiting around. Why don't we go find something to do? Support her. Like there's someone who wants to see you. Want to look for them? Okay. Maybe later. Let's do some stuff.
What is it?
But yeah, I think that's probably the way we're gonna go. Spend time with them. And then maybe we'll work on ranking up some of our other stuff. We haven't been to the academia. Let's check and see if there's anything in here.
So, you've acquired a new archetype.
It would indeed appear as though you've acquired a new archetype. I wholeheartedly encourage you to examine its abilities here.
That's a good kitty.
He seems to be in a good mood. I think he likes you. Read the scroll. Magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language I can't read. The end of the document is the word VIP. According to Moore, it's a person's name.
Hey.
Be sure the royal magic is a spell that got invoked at the royal funeral, right? And this is the formula?
Yes.
That does seem to be the case. Put another way, the king had a detailed plan to ensure how things would play out before he died at Louise's hand. Kind of a stupid plan if it involves giving your son's murderer a chance to take the throne. I don't see the logic. In the 785 years that Uchronia has endured, there has only been a few instances where the king has invoked this magic. Strong desire of some sort surely spurred his decision. I believe there are still secrets to be found, a reason that this script exists, and for the name and drawing at the end.
Grant me a moment.
What a strange feeling I'm getting. Now that I consider it again, I feel as if I've seen this somewhere before. Would I feel this way? It's certainly not a language used anywhere in the kingdom.
Got a moment?
Hey, you okay? Indeed, it certainly seems there is much I cannot recall.
Adieu.
Did you learn anything new? I would appreciate very much if you'd share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths. Okay, let's see if he has anything new for us. Lectures, listens. Okay, that's just stuff we can do from the menu. Seeker's research. Okay, that's just for us to pick up Gunner, but we can't Can't do that. Okay, so nothing really in here.
Oh. You'll come again.
I mean, considering we just cleared a major event. Okay, so where are we going? I'm gonna go to some of the shops. That's the guy who buys mag.
Hey, listen.
How dare they mock me? Every last one of them. Foxy, lousy, no good, rotten son of a goddamn. If I had an igniter, I'd. Okay. I think we can hold off doing any actual shopping until what's the calendar day?
Now.
Till the sale. Big bargain day. But let's see if they have anything. Anything we surely want to get. Noble tuxedo. All stats +1. That seems useful. That might be what we get.
What's up?
Expensive, but we have money. There's like the paper doll in the nighttime shop.
Hey, listen. Hey.
Hello there.
Customers, blah blah blah. B sword utilized by nobles and duels. Available archetypes. I think I might have one of those already. Did we not get that in the cathedral? Okay. So we finished the dungeon, but I don't know if much is going to change until after the actual date. I guess that's how it works most of the time.
That will be quite enough.
Okay, we need to do her quest at some point too. I think we're going to start with followers. Gold beetle.
And what is it you want?
Oh, just the same stuff. Okay, we can appraise. We have all these muddled blades. I mean, they could come out as something different, right? Iron greatsword. Is it always an iron greatsword? If that's the case, let's do them. Silver gauntlets. We'll save the rest. Alright. We're just wandering.
That will be quite enough.
Check out the shops.
Unstinking believable.
That man, he does as he pleases, all while concealing his true intention. Sorry, pay no mind to what I've just said.
I just can't stop.
What you need? All right then. Ridiculous.
Mom hasn't come back. Dad said she went somewhere far away. I asked who was going to cook dinner, and Dad started crying. Oh, that's sad.
What is it?
Looks like the mess at the Grand Cathedral's been resolved, but that doesn't mean it's all over. Human may be gone, but monsters are still roaming the place. People of this city seem to think the state army will do something about it. It's bollocks if you ask me. How the hell are we supposed to deal with monsters like that?
Welcome.
That whole cathedral business has brought in a lot of customers. Had no choice but to stay open. So what do you have? We can get more. Oh, we can get just like a bunch. I have 8. I know some things come in and out of stock.
Humans.
We get more red grass.
Oh there.
Hello there, everything okay back at Fabienne's? Or perhaps you're looking to get some red grass. I'll take 4 red
Can we
grass.
talk?
Thanks. Why did
Okay.
this happen?
Look at the statue again. It gave us mag last time.
Hello there.
Business have you at the Grand Cathedral. We came to see the Coronation Rock. I mean, we're just
sure.
curious about the rock. Could we just take a look and then be on our way?
Isn't that?
So it seems the bigger the candidates face on the rock, the more qualified they are to be king.
Oh,
First is Forden and second is Luis. The support they've earned is kind of overwhelming. And after a human rampage in front of the Grand Cathedral, Luis's following is strong as ever. If anything, he's more popular. This goes to show how dissatisfied people were under the previous king. If we don't handle this smartly, Luis could very well end up king.
but
Now we've got to stop that from happening, at least. I'm sure Forden's going to be making a move too. Hear a voice from somewhere. Oh, who art destined to become king. To thee, by thy daily standing accumulated, by which thy growth is empowered, this mag is henceforth entrusted. Nice.
Yep.
Now we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it? See if she has any more magic
Tastes quite
items.
fresh.
Kinda get the cathedral's bringing in more people. You there? Why don't you buy some of our water? No more fruit cordials. No. Well,
Isn't this nice? No.
see if he has anything new. We meet again, young man. We sell plenty of goods and things from across the land. Interested?
Can we talk?
Take sweet eases your anxiety.
Hmm. You there?
Won't let me buy more than
Can we
one.
talk?
I mean, it won't let me buy more than one at a time.
You there?
Can we talk?
Hmm.
Okay, that's one for each of us, in case it's necessary.
Whatever should I do?
Maybe anything in here?
Let's not.
Despite the danger, I guess it's still open so people can pay their graveside respects. Not that there's anything we can do now anyway, so let's head back. Okay, it won't let us even go in.
Ridiculous. Blasphemy.
Go to the church. See if we can purify some stuff.
Closure.
Rosary. Got 4 blessed waters. Sentinel greaves. Serenity's scepter. Serenity's scepter. Fist of salvation. I don't know if I want to waste my blessed water on this. We might get better stuff. I mean, they're not very high. I mean, this one would be slightly higher than what we have, but I'm sure we'll get some better stuff shortly. Here's sleep, here's rage. Yeah, we'll stock up later.
How fine.
All right then.
Brigitta. I don't suppose she'll have anything for us just yet, huh? They sell stuff, right?
Hey,
Ridiculous.
Who do you think you are? Don't tell me someone of your lowly stature actually intends to purchase an igniter. Surely the shop standards can't be so low that they would sell one to an Eld. I'd wager you haven't even an idea what magic or igniters are in the first place. Do you know? Heh, you're trying to make a fool out of me, but in the interest of charity, allow me to impart the basics of magic unto your undeserving ears. Listen well, you Claude, magic is activated by consuming a power called Magla, the origin of magic. We really don't need to know all this. You can't see Magla, but it's everywhere. It's in the air, in the soil, in our own selves even, but all the Magla means nothing without a way to activate it. That's where the igniters come in. These days come with their own Magla crystals. With practice, anyone can use magic to an extent anyway. That being said, igniters are expensive, as you can plainly see. The shop's windows are likely the closest you'll ever get to owning one.
Welcome.
I have been informed that we will now allow you to purchase our magic igniters. Those were the words of the association's Brigitta Rank herself. With that being the case, allow me to help you in finding an igniter that suits your needs. Hear a voice within my mind.
You have my thanks.
Those who see duty through to completion should be fairly compensated. This store's wares are yours to peruse from now on. Thanks to Brigitta's proof of membership, I can now make use of the Magic Igniter shop services. Blaze Igniter. It was multi-target fire skill, multi-target ice skill, multi-target electric. These are all multi-targets. We'll wait for the sale. We'll come back. Those could be useful. Okay, so I think we need to go to the recruitment center.
let's go. Right.
Accepting a bounty is not a bad idea, plus it looks like none of the soldiers from your recruitment interview are here. If anyone gets suspicious, we can fake it by mentioning Hulkenberg. Ahead is the waiting quarters for new recruits. I can hear their passionate voices that have yet to experience the battlefield. An insect emitting a strange light. I obtained a gold beetle. Can't go past them. I don't think we can go in any of those doors.
All right,
Huh? We'll just pick up the bounty. Recruiter dispatcher. Captain's gone. The Grand Cathedral's a mess. My work keeps piling up. What? You here for the bounties? Oh, sure. Have a look. You can accept bounty requests at the recruitment center. These targets are very powerful, but you'll be rewarded in kind. Bounty requests are added over time, so don't forget to check back. Good you haven't been found out. Maybe I was worrying too much. Bounty target. Maneater Manjula, Fiend of the Waste. I need to slay the Maneater Manjula in the Tradia Desert south of Grand Trad. The informant at the hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad should have more details. 10,000 reeve just to defeat this monster? I guess they must really be struggling with it.
That's what you want.
This one caught your attention. It's a request to slay a Maneater Manjula that's said to appear in the desert south of Grand Trad. Even though it has the run of the desert, it usually hides in its entourage of wild dogs. Take out enough wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. The military is short-handed, so this one's been difficult to handle. You'll still want the contract? I'll do it. Too brave for someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. To get to the desert, go through the large gate south of San Lumio Street. After you walk a bit, you'll find it. Also, beasts aren't your only concern out there. You'll run into a swarm of sandworms if you're unlucky, so beware. As for the details, we're too understaffed to give you much, so go ask an informant. That bunch just rubs me the wrong way, though.
On you?
If you do somehow manage to slay the Manjula, bring back the Rampager tail as evidence. Good luck, and try not to get yourself killed out there.
Let's do it.
Let's start. Man's not so best friend. I need to slay the Maneater Manjula in Tradia's desert south of Grand Trad. The informant at the hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad should have more detail. Please slay the Maneater Manjula inhabiting desert south. Okay, take it. Okay. Okay. We'll go to
All
the
right, then.
inn,
Let's go.
get our information, and then we'll spend some time with our followers. Before we go do that, we'll look. What is it that you want to know? Lord of the Tradia Desert.
Want in on this?
You've surely heard of the stretch of desert to the south of here. That's Tradia Desert. Lies beyond the large gate. Most travelers and cargo arrive at Grand Trad after making their way through that desert. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling through it.
Between us.
They're harassed on the journey by swarms of Valmo and giant monstrous birds. The threats are too numerous to name, but the worst is the Maneater Manjula. Where it is, not only does its breath burn like fire, it also spreads a foul poison. If you fight it, you should also be wary of its howl. In addition to being resistant to the heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. The blaze only invigorates it, so mind your tactics. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to the cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. You'd best remember that and prepare accordingly. That's about all I know. Unless you want to end up as another set of bones getting bleached by the desert sun, you'd better know when to run. Receive the scrap of paper and scribe with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
Amazing.
Okay.
All right, then.
So boring waiting around. Why don't we go find something to do?
Yeah.
Request. Doesn't look like there's anyone who needs a helping hand right now. I want to check requests we've taken on. Not
Amazing.
go to followers, supporters.
Hmm?
Looks like there's someone who wants to see you. To look for them? Yes, let's. We can pick either one. We'll do Strohl first. I hear a voice. Am I really fine with this? Strohl comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. We should talk.
Yeah.
It's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. I thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it. Not too burdened. Would you care to join me? Sure, why not? Check bond with Strohl. Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
Let's be off. I've heard tell there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. I can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been looking for. Should have saved. Damn it. Grand Trad is so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamor, though. Alley, at the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There was still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but
That's...
young Master Leon, it couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice.
Rangeef.
Rangeef, is that truly you? You made it out safely.
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leon, my goodness, look how you've grown. Friend of yours, how do you know each other?
What?
How do you know each other?
Truth is,
He served House Haliatus when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangeef, this has burned my bread. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
however,
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? How are the others?
that's...
After the human attack, the survivors fled to the capital. No one could make a living among the ruins in Halia, much less restore it. They arrived here with only the clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. No, then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is in name alone. So sorry.
Wow.
Kindness is more than I could ask for, young master. I've always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason than that I have to help somehow. Find a way to help. We can build some houses. Shall we take them with us? Find a way to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I only wish I knew how. Who holds authority over the area you're staying in right now? Nishkia Marquess, Lord Hydron.
I see.
Marquess, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all of Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please, our woes should not be yours to shoulder. I already bear their weight, old friend. The fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy lost in the panic, and I wouldn't have escaped were it not for you, all of you.
Oh, definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action, so let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
You honor us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse. All the more reason I should speak with him myself if that's how he sees you. Let's go talk to him. Let's go set him straight. Go talk to him. Go have a word with him.
Huh?
What? You're coming too?
Hmm.
Moving forward, we'll be in no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not have to add my personal woes to that. I'll make time then. That's what friends do. I insist. That's what friends
It'll
do.
be fine.
Friends though, aren't we?
You.
Very well.
Thanks.
By the way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. I can feel Strohl's deep trust in me. Rank 2.
I feel more courageous.
Warrior Enlightenment reduces the mad cost of studying the warrior lineage. Well, I've already unlocked them all. Daunted Spirit. When Strohl attacks a human-type monster, critical rate increases. You have my thanks as well, Sir Burn My Bread. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough with the young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I would have us meet Lord Hydron without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day. Is that going to be his storyline? Finding people housing? Solid enough, I suppose. Back to the hushed honeybee. I hear a voice. He seemed promising, but Brigitta comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. So boring just waiting around. When we can find something to do. Like there's someone who wants to see you. Want to look for them? Let's. Oh, we can go see Brigitta now? Okay, well, let's save first.
What now?
In case it goes sideways or if we don't meet some kind of weird requirement. So boring just waiting around. Why don't we go find something to do? Supporters. Looks like there's someone who wants to see you. Want to look for them? Yes, let's. Brigitta. At a merchant base in Grand Trad. He seems promising, but Brigitta comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. We should talk.
Well, I'll not loiter in a storm.
Ah, just you.
Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment? I'm in.
Now then.
Alright, come on. Come in. Come on.
Now then.
This is what I want you to handle. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out that there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes. That's it? Is it actually some vicious monster? That's it?
What?
Is that it? That sounds simple.
Yes.
It is, but you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me. Puff.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you. Why hide it? Why me? I get why she wants to hide it, so
Why?
what to say. But why are you asking this of me?
You.
Because you're as far removed from my business as anyone could be. In case it bears saying, don't even think of crossing me. Being associates has worked for us so far. You don't want us to be enemies.
That's right.
My name is... No, never mind. Call it what you want. Not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Brigitta's dog. Seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
Suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. How do you know that? Did you look into me? You look into me? I'm more like, how did you know that? Why do you know that?
Why?
Why do you know that?
Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. It's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of,
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legend wielded a power very much like yours. Although I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps.
you.
I'll be frank, Burn My Bread. You're bad for business, but that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my pop. Selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damn things from the bottom of my heart. This is a world dominated by igniters. As long as you've got the money, we've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off of bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get ever stronger, and the weak are only cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? You can sense Brigitta's faint expectations and trust towards me. Rank 2.
Yet still they.
Ability, Merchant Enlightenment. Reduces the mad cost of studying the merchant lineage. Oh, we've already opened that one too.
Farewell.
Go home for today. I'll give you your pay. Done already? I haven't done anything now. Done already? Already? That's all you want me to do today? You've exceeded my expectations already. You've made the dog like you. Something impossible for me. My own dog doesn't like her. Poor thing.
See you.
The next time we'll be waiting, or at least the dog will. It will be dog sitting.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Evidently.
A group of corpses was discovered in the Tradia desert. Travelers aiming for the royal capital, it seems.
You're right.
There's certainly a lot of monsters out there. How tragic for them to meet their end so close to their destination.
Exactly.
We received a request from the recruitment center, did we not? Shall we slay the monster ourselves? Yes, we're going to do that. We're going to rank up our followers first. Supporters. Confidants.
Well, then.
Slinks. What's the date today?
What now?
Day. Tuesday. So boring waiting around, supporters. Like there's someone who wants to see you. Yes, let's. Hulkenberg. Former knight serving the prince. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
Ah, 'tis you.
Ah, 'tis you. I know there's little left to do but wait, yet that has been more restless than anything.
Hail.
Well, that's right. Have you a moment to talk?
The
Sure.
truth is,
Lately, I felt a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hoped I might have your counsel. Must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. Would you cope with such burdens if you were me? Get some exercise. I'd read a book. Get some exercise. Sound enough, and thus occupied with your exertions, your mind is cleared of distraction. How about it? Would you like to train in swordplay with me? Technique is self-taught, I presume. This seems a fine opportunity to start you on some formal training. Like that.
all right.
In that case, we shall need some training swords. To the weapon shop with us.
All right.
Fine balanced weapon. No, 'tis for training only, but you'd never know it from the grip and swing. It's most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade when I'd just become a royal guardswoman myself. It was not long after joining that I was assigned to the prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger even than you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost, yet despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was the better. Sounds like a worthy opponent. Sounds tough. What was he like? Sounds like a worthy opponent. Sounds like he was a worthy opponent. Nothing less. It was thanks to him that I improved by leaps and bounds. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions. I assume he's dead.
Surely you jest.
God above, Hulkenberg, is it truly you? So it is you. You've returned.
Rotanth?
Rodanth. The coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival, and this is the self-same man. Oh, he's not dead then. And who's this pup? Friend of hers.
Nice to meet you.
Burn My Bread, a friend of hers. You associate with this boy? Disgraceful.
Hmm?
What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulge the company of this elder brat? You, once a proud member of the knighthood? He's one of those, huh? Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
Because like attracts like, the dirt suits a fallen knight.
You.
What? What an ass. Calm yourself, Hulkenberg. Commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander, you mean yourself?
Yes.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors. So I see.
And?
And you, clearly you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
Whoops.
Ah, of course, when you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? This guy's an ass. Suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. How dare, choose your words with care. Oh, he rhymes. No need, I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg.
Sorry.
My apologies, I'm sorry you had to see that. Are you okay? Don't worry about it. What a scumbag. Seems like a real scumbag. He once spoke with more kindness than scorn. I do understand his anger. It was by my choice that our promised paths diverged, after all. We cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Earn my bread. Let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk down. You can sense Hulkenberg's earnest faith and deep trust.
I have not the luxury of regret.
Knight Enlightenment reduces the mag cost of studying the Knight lineage. Hulkenberg may defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness.
Pardon me.
I'm begging your pardon, but how do you know that fellow who just left?
Hmm?
Merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around. Something's going on.
Very well.
Let's leave our training for another time.
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings will take an unsparing regimen indeed to purge this distraction. Hulkenberg and I return to the others. Back to the hushed honey.
What is
Does he
it?
have any more
Fancy a bit
information,
of
huh?
info.
What is it you want to know?
What is it?
Here, let's go to
Alright.
the... Check out the other shop. You don't really need to wait for a discount. We have plenty of money, but we're going to. Some places can get pretty dangerous at night, so watch your back. I'm more familiar with the city than you, so feel free to ask me anything.
Say there.
So boring just waiting around, supporters. Doesn't look like there's anyone for you to talk to right now.
What is it?
God, I am grateful.
What is it?
We'll see if they have anything new worth getting.
Say there.
Yeah, we'll stock up on stuff later.
What is it?
God, I am grateful.
Alright, go talk to the old man.
What to do, what to do.
My wits have left me, I believe.
Give it a Ford, I say. Who else could it be?
All right then.
Increase our imagination a little bit. Ah, the Fairy and the Elder. I'm glad we meet again. Believe we were in the middle of a story. Would you care to hear the next part?
What do you want to do?
You listen to the elderly gentleman again, your imagination will probably improve. Listen to his story.
My thanks.
Lovely, let's head to the tavern and I'll pick up the tale. Let's see, I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving his life. Hit a bit of a time skip here, as the next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous sort, and one day he too ventured into the Forbidden Cave and became hopelessly lost.
That's
How mischief
awful.
really does run in the family. Aha, so it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, which should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She was beautiful, just as the fairy his grandfather had described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again, I'm not going to help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blurt out a confused, what? It's the first time he'd even been to the cave, after all. Then the fairy said, don't blame me if you get eaten by the beast. That's when my grandfather realized the fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. The boy you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson, he said. The fairy considered this for a moment, then said, you people die so young. The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave, like she did his grandfather before. The whole time he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. Before she could vanish, she turned to her and said, thank you for helping my grandfather. If you're wondering if history will repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave their village when my grandfather grew up. I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it to find a fairy here in Grand Trad. My family's fate seems tied to the fairies. Well, I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy, and meeting you like this, who knows, maybe it really is fate. Thought about the curious part fairies play in our fate. I feel like my imagination improved.
All right. Well then.
It's time I got back to the others.
Time marches on,
Time
and
marches
the age
on.
of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Strohl comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him.
Say there.
Save.
What now?
Okay, I think we're gonna go to the
All right
desert.
then. Let's head there right away.
Good. We'll go do our bounty. So boring just waiting around. Not what I wanted to do.
What now?
Merchant. Hmm. Hmm. What? I don't think I've gotten anything better yet. Age devotion. The heal, right? Okay, let's go to the desert.
Hey,
Only one desert outside. There's only desert outside that gate, but if you really want to go out there, let's at least know where we're going. I want to go to Tradia Desert.
Yep.
Do you believe a wasteland like this wild has been so close to Grand Trad all this time? Makes for easier bounty hunting, I suppose. To attempt to reduce the number of monsters here for the sake of the travelers that pass through this area. All set then, I'm ready when you are.
However,
Cannot overlook the fact that there are bandits here, as well as monsters. Keeping this desert safe gives me quite the headache. In any case, exterminating a few more monsters could prevent tragedy. Fewer travelers would be attacked. I am prepared and ready for your command.
this place.
Going to be full of monsters past here. Is this where you want to explore today?
Let's go.
Continue on. This takes up a day, I think. Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. Doesn't take long to feel you're really in the wild.
Yes.
Present times make the capital a popular travel destination. We cannot stand idly by. This bounty apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called Manjula.
Just a sec.
Wait, was that monster just now? It approached because it sensed us.
So apparently.
Like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Just focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
Do you aim to lure it out? That's as good a plan as any, so let us be about it. Making bounty targets appear. Some bounty requests require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you've defeated the required number of enemies, a bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle to begin. Okay, I guess I have to go kill those clusters. I guess we'll just murder stuff while we're here, huh?
We got this.
Push through.
I bet we'll find a use for that.
These guys offer a lot of EXP and stuff.
Right there.
Come on.
Hey, come on. I see the enemy.
You found something.
Right there. Time for some close combat.
Push through.
Impressive as ever.
Charging in. Come on.
Oh, wow, we did it!
Forward. All right. How's that?
Fine, keep it.
There they are.
All right, we did it!
Poor dogs for now.
Push through.
I knew you could do
I
it.
see the enemy.
Gonna grind a bit here.
I think we shook them.
There they are.
Not a long grind.
Come on.
Yeah, nice work.
Right there.
All right. How's that?
Good one.
I see the enemy.
You found
Time for some
something.
close combat.
Let's take it with us.
Charging in. Forward.
Hey, great job.
There they are.
Come on.
You found something. Let's take it with us.
All right. How's that?
Impressive as ever.
I see the enemy.
Come on.
Hey, great job.
Let's save real quick, and then we'll do some grinding.
Yep.
What now?
Hey, we did a little grind. Didn't really accomplish much with it. I don't feel like doing it. The returns aren't really worth it. We got our merchant up to level 20, so that counts for something.
Right there.
All right. How's that?
We're going to kill these dogs. Then take on the Manjula.
I see the enemy.
Come on. Forward. Push through.
Look,
Sensing something huge and it's headed right for us. Seems like messing with its pack has made it really angry. Oh, we didn't even have to kill them all. Good number of them.
all right.
It finally appeared. Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in town are essentially trapped. One certainly expects beast in a desert, but for something like this to appear. No kidding, this isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
Stay present and
Watch
focused.
yourself, this is no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here it comes, brace yourself. I have no clue what this thing is weak to.
No holding back!
Let's stay calm. Let's go! I'm all prepared.
I'm counting on you!
How's this?
Haven't used this yet.
Nice hit.
By
That
the
was
sworn oath
perfect.
of knighthood. Comrades, lend me your strength.
All right, let's go!
I'll run you through.
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness.
My strength.
My strength.
Ooh.
Hulkenberg, your attack power's dropped.
Time to go
You've
offensive.
got a bunch of
Roller!
elements slowing you down, Captain.
You'll be dust!
Hit their weak points.
I
Keep
will
it up,
fight with
Strohl.
pride. Merchant! Ah!
Observe the enemy. Come! This won't do. Allies, together!
Coordination is key!
Pierce through them!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Now,
weak spot.
what's the play? Brawler! Try not to worry.
Oh, I should have moved him back.
I'm obliged.
Let's stay calm.
Just steal mag from him.
I'll be taking that.
How much did I get?
Only a flesh wound. Child's
Nice
play.
dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Let us fight as one,
All right, let's go!
as the point of a sword.
Well, that was simple enough. Oh, now. Hoot, rampage or tail.
However,
This bounty had been left unaddressed. The military must truly be short-handed.
Even so.
True, and while I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is their responsibility.
yes,
Could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized, for now anyway.
Right.
Absolutely, that's enough for now. Burn my bread, let's go report in at the recruitment center.
What do you think?
Leave it to us now. Then shall we return to the entrance? Yeah, let's head
In
back.
that case,
Yes, let's head back to the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, off we go then. Kind of over-leveled. I don't see much point grinding any longer.
Hey,
Going to be night soon. Should we call it a day and head back?
that's right.
Let's save real quick.
what now?
Just in case.
Hey.
Head
Okay,
back
then.
to the city. Nice dinner. It'll be dark.
Got it.
Yes. Something tasty with the rest of the group. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern.
All right.
Taking down the Manjula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. It is a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. Glad we were able to help people too. Earn my bread, let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget.
Oh,
Well, we managed to avoid the day of calamity, but that doesn't mean we should waste the time we've got left before the theocracy makes its proclamation.
so
I agree, Luis is to be our opponent one day, and I would have us ready to face him, confident in our strength. Thought myself utterly exhausted, but this meal is delectable. I shall sleep well after such a feast. Say we earned our rest today, good job. Relax with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Say there.
Idlesday.
Isn't that...
Oh, hey, you had some quests we could go report in. Got anything else you wanted to check with me? Check for quest. Pack leader of those desert beasts didn't stand a chance against us. Let's go back to the recruitment center so we can get our reward. But she might teleport us.
All right then.
Apparently not.
Let's go.
Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty? That's certainly its rampager tail. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it, it's yours.
We did it.
Man's not so best friend. After slaying the target Maneater Manjula, I reported back to the recruitment center and collected the bounty. Increases courage.
All right.
Nice. Oh, popularity went up. My support is changing.
Amazing!
Really, 10,000 reeve here. I'm ready for more contracts if they pay out this well. Afraid you can't. I don't have any other contracts I can offer you right now. The recruitment centers in other cities should also handle contracts. Take a look if you have the chance. Yeah, nothing left. Okay. That didn't take any time then.
No.
So boring just waiting around. Why don't we go find something to do? To do this. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Strohl comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Should talk. Rank up couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Ah, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. So I'm in a bit of a bind. Regards Lord Hydron, that landowner in Grand Trad my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumors say he's clever and not in a good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, so we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Strohl, are you not? An honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron, but how do you know me? Area soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Halia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray.
No.
No, I came to see you, actually. Understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but
Truth is,
come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by, and so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
no.
You implying I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
The fate was cruel to them and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. You giving up? What about your people?
What?
What about everyone from back home?
Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people, and no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
A good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital. Too young, it's a pity. You have terrible phrasing. Yet you won't help him.
Hang on.
Maybe you should help him.
Stop.
Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet.
I'm sorry.
So sorry, Rank, if I wasn't able to persuade Lord Hydrant to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide.
No.
Please don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
Us Haliatus must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restore it to the former glory, or I should hope, to greater heights still. I'd heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. The people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should.
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. You aren't aware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there were any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Can you think of any leads? Let's go investigate. Ask me a question. Can you think of any leads?
Yeah.
Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, so.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, all right? I'll not burden you with Wild Goose Chase. No, we do this together. Is that safe?
No.
No, we'll do this together. But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
Listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been here to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. If I ask for your help yet again, I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. I can sense Stoll's deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve. Proud noble Strohl, keeper and inheritor of the warrior's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
Of course I'd like you
Warrior
to.
archetype adept. Party can now study the sword master. Nice. Now study the sword master in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left you. All they hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. You'd be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become, your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return. Strohl and I return to the others. Back to the hushed Honeybee. Hear a voice. Wonder if he'll come again. If he does, Brigitta comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Should go talk. Let's see.
What now?
What is it? Amazing.
More information.
Info.
Hey, where are we at on our
What
like
now?
virtues? Probably start raising more of them, huh? Do I see those? And you have royal virtues. That's try and raise some of these. We'll take a break.
Amazing. What now?
Alright, I think we're just gonna cook.
What is it? Amazing.
Yeah.
We always get the flood of guests at night. Looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, could you lend me a hand with preparing food? If you'd like to help out, feel free to use the kitchen as you please, and if you have the ingredients, I can show you how to make a red grass roasted bidou. Like Fabienne's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us, so at least we could do is return the favor and help her out when we can. To help Fabienne prepare food, my tolerance should improve. To help Fabienne.
You're a big help.
Like you have right ingredients to make red grass roasted bidou. Let's get you prepped and into the kitchen, shall we?
Next up is...
See here, red grass roast. Right, no problem. Fabienne taught us all the ins and outs of this recipe.
Oh, right!
How about we make a few tweaks to the dish while we're at it? Nope, we're gonna stick to the recipe. I think we should stick to the original recipe.
Exactly.
That's fair. I suppose it is Fabienne's signature dish, and she was kind enough to teach us how to make it. Gallica and I poured our hearts into the preparation. Delicious aroma wafts through the room.
You did it!
Well, we really did a good job with this one. Are you secretly some kind of master chef? Burn my bread. Like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance improved.
All right.
+3. Not quite enough to get us to level 2. Continue to help out as the night went on.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Idlesday, we can do shopping.
Well then.
Okay, yeah. Nothing new.
What is it?
Other than we dealt with the human.
Oh, I am grateful.
What is this for? Greetings, Zelda boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though we're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mustari tribe? We are too rarely seen in Grand Trad. Mustari tribe, of course, no, it's understandable. We rarely make ourselves known to the public after all. So then, any interest in our history? Support. He's in need, right? Yeah, we've already, this improves tolerance. Not
Fair
today.
enough.
Oh, I am grateful.
Oh, this is damn private army.
I wonder how much tolerance it would give us.
You will? Just can't stand it.
Boy there.
Hey, listen.
Idle's Day.
Okay.
Hello there.
How do I tell if it's better or not? It's attack 200. We have the money. Rusted long arm. Superior rusted armor. Superior mundane thread. Pure white robe. Magic +2. That's 88. Silver Karas. Iron Abacus. That's useful. Jacket. I mean, we could re-roll on these. I don't know if it's really necessary. Some of these are pretty old.
Now then.
51 iron silver. No, I have 99.
Now then.
Oh, it just only can show so many.
Now then.
Oh, because I bought one. Did I buy one? No,
Now then.
I don't know. Can I praise? Oh, the other one's praised this.
Now then.
That's all those muddled swords we got. Farming skeletons. Where you get all the expensive stuff while it's on special.
Hey, listen.
I'm lost.
This is on sale right now.
Iron Mail, Noble Tuxedo. They can all equip it. But I can only buy one.
Yeah.
That will be
So
quite
we'll
an
talk to you in a second.
And what is it you want?
Probably don't need that many, but why not? We have the cash.
That will be quite enough.
All right
What
then.
else? The
Let's go.
igniters.
I've got quite the deal today.
Discount. Oh, they're expensive. Like really expensive. Yeah, we'll hold off on that.
All right then.
Anything from the church?
Closure.
Ooh. All right. Go talk to that lady.
What is it? Ridiculous.
All right then.
It's outside of the.
Let's head there right away.
That will be quite enough. Excuse me.
Excuse me, you're of the Elder tribe, yes? Have you had any negative experiences while here in town? Why do you ask? Because many people in this town use tribal differences as an excuse to do the most outrageous things. I'm part of a group working to help people whose tribal origins make them target for harassment. We exist in cities other than Grand Trad as well. Right now, we're collecting funds for our cause. This cause doesn't seem to interest most people, so we haven't been able to raise much money. It really pains me to ask this of an elder like yourself, but if you could find it in your heart to support our cause, 250 reeve or so, that alone could save one person from dire circumstances. Thank you, I swear I'll use your donation as best I can.
Appreciate it.
Don't believe it, you really donated. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, could I discuss this more with you? There aren't many who support this cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but the reality is so
It's gonna
discouraging.
be tough.
Looks like she's serious about helping out where she can, but she seems kind of down. Maybe we could cheer her up? Successfully encouraging the activist may help hone my eloquence, too. What do you think? Should we try to encourage her? Let's do it.
Happy to hear that.
Oh, how wonderful. Then please come this way. Parapis, the Yugif, the Mostari, and of course the Elda too. These tribes are abhorred by the other tribes. Without a great deal of wisdom or skills, it's impossible for them to get a normal job. Work is especially limited for them here in the royal capital. You've seen the executioner in this back alley, right? Dirty work like that is all that's available to these tribes. Having a job is better than nothing, though. Those less fortunate must choose between starvation and banditry. Actually, no, there is one other option. Become Igniter experimentation subject, but there's no guarantee they'll survive those. That's terrible. What kind of experiment?
What's happening?
Igniter experimentation, what does that entail? I don't know the specifics myself. Not many do, but you should still be careful all the same. Even though igniters are now considered common and useful tools, blood is being spilled for their development. I know it. I don't have many people on my side, and I haven't been able to help many people yet, but knowing there are people like you out there gives me confidence to go on. People like you who see injustice and actually try to do something about it, this world would be a better place with more people like that. Like my support was a source of encouragement for her. I feel like my eloquence has improved.
All right.
Not like a whole lot, but okay. Fairy dust. Not much, but here, thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
We had a hearty exchange of opinions. It's time to get back to everyone. Back to the hushed honey. Save. Okay, so we want to go back. I wonder if I cook again, if it'll max out my tolerance. Probably not. I probably need like 2 more, right?
What now?
And like the big thing happens tomorrow. Oh no, I would still have all day tomorrow. It would be the next day that things happen. Let's go to the store.
Really coming down.
Not the kind of day I like to be out in, but the shops are having sales, so do you want to go somewhere nearby? More familiar with the city than you, so feel free to ask me anything.
God, I am grateful. What is it?
Stay there.
Day's Idlesday, so I'm happy to offer a customary discount. Okay, we're gonna get a few. Not like that many. They don't do much damage. But just hitting a weakness would be useful. I mean, we can afford it, so. Praetorian cloth. This is just an accessory, right? Buy one. That we just performed twice in a row. I mean, that's useful. I just don't know if we, like, it'd be better if it didn't take up a turn icon. We'll get one, see how it works.
Yeah.
There are probably other accessories that might be really good. What stats could we possibly raise? Our eloquence is really low. If we cooked again, we might get more tolerance.
I am grateful.
This one is tolerance. Might be better than cooking, huh? Might give us more. Can do this one in the day
I
too.
am grateful.
Any of them that we can only do at
Alright.
night? We do Brigitta right now. Or is that only during the day? Wonder if he'll come again. If he does, Peter comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
Well, I'll not loiter in a storm.
I'm worried about like not having enough of like a certain thing to complete a mission.
Well, I'll
just
not
you.
loiter
Ah,
in
so
a
it's you.
storm.
You seem unscathed. Have you come to work? Of course.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. Been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of its system. Can't be seen coming in and out of here. If you've no questions, then get to it. Took the dog out without anyone seeing and walked her around the capital. Oh, seems to have taken a liking to you.
But
I could hear it from downstairs. Don't get it too excited. It's on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. That's what's cute about her. Proof she's smart. You jealous or something?
What?
But that's what's cute about her.
but
Cuteness isn't enough to stay alive in this world. Off.
hopeless.
Never liked this thing ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. Why do you keep it around? It's on the side of the road, buried from the neck down. Head bleeding too, probably hit by a rock at some point.
It's over.
Could have just given up and died, but it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. You hated it? This poor little dog? Poor little dog, you didn't even feel drawn to it at all?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memory is of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole anything and everything I fought, and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell. Can't imagine. See.
Really?
I'd never have guessed to see who you are now. What am I doing talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind, forget I said anything. Want to hear more. Understood.
Sure.
Yes.
Good, and while we're on the subject, a word of advice.
Listen.
The world is a bottomless hell, a bog of endless muck, and if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head soon enough.
Don't ever forget that.
To survive, you need strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. Sure you're aware that there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag obtained from hunting monsters in the light. I'll put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you, not just here in Grand Trad, but across the kingdom. And since Brigitta's attempts at kindness and trust, am I gonna get like a bonus for turning in mag for money?
no pain can stop
Science
me
skill
now.
increases skill inheritance slots for the merchant lineage to 2. Improves exchange rate at the mag exchange. Okay. More skills can now be inherited by the merchant lineage in academia due to the effects of Scion's skill. Rate with mag exchange is improved due to the effects of merchant's rate.
Even then,
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours after all that. Rios tried to kill Luis, did he not? Then I imagine you're aiming for the same thing.
you there.
What are your true motives? What are you really aiming to do? To improve the country, to make my mark, to help people like you?
Honestly,
I want to save people like you.
I hated it.
If it were anyone else telling me that, I'd kill them where they stood. But for now, I'll restrain myself. Can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The announcement is soon.
So Fortin's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? What's this proclamation of his going to be, anyway? Wonder if he's going to thank us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral.
No.
Wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the State Army is getting all the credit for taking down that human, after all. You'll know soon enough, so there's little point in contemplating it further. Until then, let us simply do what we can as we wait for events to unfold. The Sanctus grand announcement is happening tomorrow.
Say there.
Save.
What now?
All right. So pretty low on eloquence and imagination. Eloquence is the lowest. We go talk to that lady again, maybe? Doesn't look like there's anyone for you to talk to. So no supporters.
What is it?
Go talk to that lady and we'll get some more eloquence. I don't know how much of what we'll need this early on.
Stop that at once.
I think we should be focusing on anything in particular.
Hey, listen.
What is it?
That would excuse me.
Mr. Elder, gentlemen, we meet again. I still haven't managed to collect many donations for the cause. I'm really sorry to ask, but if you don't mind, might you be able to afford to pitch in a little? Yes, we can afford it. Thank you. I swear I'll use your donation as best I can. If you can sometime, could we chat again? Sorry, I've just started losing my confidence about all this again.
It's gonna be tough.
Looks like she's serious about helping out where she can, but she seems kind of down. Maybe we could cheer her up. Successfully encouraging the activist may help hone my eloquence, too. What do you think? Should we try encouraging her? Let's do
Happy
it.
to hear that.
Well, how wonderful. Then please come this way. Talked with the activist woman. I may have mentioned it before, but there are others outside of Uchronia fundraising like this. I'm not sure if I have the opportunity to meet them, but if fate would have it, could you hear them out? I think my support was a source of encouragement for her. I feel like my eloquence has improved.
All right.
Not a lot, but it's something at least. Fairy dose 1. That helps. It's not much, but here, thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
We had a hearty exchange of opinions. It's about time to get back to everyone. Back to the hushed honey. Yeah, I guess we'll just cook.
What is it? Amazing.
Tomorrow's a story day.
Yeah.
Let a guest at night. Yes, yes, same as last time. Having a hard time, we'll help her out. At least get some tolerance. Red grass roasted bidu.
You're a big help.
This gives us something for it at least.
Next up is...
Grass roast. She's gonna want to fix it again.
Oh, right.
Nope, let's stick to the recipe.
Exactly.
Pour our hearts into preparation. Aroma wafts through the room.
You did it.
Feel like my tolerance improved.
All right.
Ooh, we almost got that to rank 2. Continued to help out as the night went on.
It would seem that disaster was averted.
We averted disaster. Water's Day, 622.